Have you ever wondered what you get when you mix technology plus fashion? Well, keep your eyes peeled. In today's video, you're going to be real surprised what we have. Okay, let's start with the specs. This laptop has the Intel i9-13900H. Is a 14-core, 6P-core, 8E-core CPU. For the GPU, it's a RTX 4070 mobile. For the screen size, it's 13.4 inches. It's also touchscreen. The aspect ratio of the screen is actually 16 by 10, not your usual 16 by 9. So with the 16 by 10, it gives you a little bit more screen real estate when you're playing games. It's more of a boxy look, but I guarantee you, for those who really know about it, you're gonna love this fun fact. And those who don't know about it, it doesn't hurt to give it a try. Next, it comes with 32 gigabytes of RAM, DDR5, standard in all current gen laptops and desktops. The screen refresh rate is 165 hertz, so you're gonna have a lot of frame rates when you're playing games that reach up to that frame rate. This model in particular comes with a 1 terabyte NVMe SSD, so tons of space after you have an OS installed. You have plenty of games. Sadly though, it is not expandable with this laptop and this form factor. There's not much you can do when it comes to expanding or upgrading it, but I guarantee you, with the way it comes out the box, it'll be more than enough for what you're going to be doing with this laptop. And lastly, with the last two features, of course, it has Wi-Fi 6E, and it actually comes with 2 cameras. For your front webcam camera, it's 5 megapixels. It also has its own back camera, which is actually 13 megapixels, which is, you never know, you might need to take a picture on your laptop. You're not going to do that. So this laptop in particular, now we're getting the design. This laptop in particular is a collaboration with the German fashion brand ACRNM. And this is why, as you can see, if you're used to seeing the Z13s, it has a way different case than normal. This is all built into the laptop itself, and it gives this new metallic look to it that really just makes it look really more pristine and just more high-end than a regular laptop. As usual, let's go over ports and I/O. On this laptop, on the left side, you'll get a Thunderbolt 4 USB Type-C port, which would be perfect for anything you need to do. Thunderbolt 4 supports not only charging USB, it also supports display out, so you can use this to connect to any monitor you need to, any USB adapter or USB hub you want to expand, and also at the same time charging a laptop. Next to the right, you'll see a big slot there. That's the XG mobile port, but we'll talk about that later in the video. Next, on the right side, we have, from left to right, we have the headphone jack, which also we use for microphone. We have one USB A port. We have the volume rocker for this laptop slash tablet hybrid. And lastly, we have the power button. Now, when we check out the back of the device, we can see that underneath the kickstand, this laptop comes with a kickstand, there's a slot for a micro SD card slot. And also, look to the bottom right, you'll see the little door where if you want to actually change the M.2 NVMe, in case you would like to get a 2 terabyte. I know nowadays the maximum on a laptop, the maximum on a M.2 SSD goes up to 2 terabytes. So I guess that's the only thing you can do for upgradability on your laptop. This laptop has a 56 watt-hour battery, so it's not a larger battery like the bigger counterparts to Asus laptops, but 56 hours without a charger will get you a good amount of time throughout the day. It also, with the charger brick, it is a 130 watt USB Type-C charger, so you can use that whenever you need, or if you want to get your own USB Type-C charger anytime you need to top up your computer in case it's going low and you don't have your actual big charging brick with you. This laptop actually is, you could say it's the gaming Surface Pro laptop slash tablet, because the laptop itself is actually just the top screen. The laptop the keyboard is attachable and is an accessory on its own. And like I said, it is a touchscreen, so all the things you need to do, you can use with the touchscreen for anything you have to do. Also, it comes with a stylus, and with that stylus, you're able to work around what you need to do on the computer itself, and that is another big up I give for it, coming with a stylus, including it not having to buy it third party afterwards. One more thing about the design, since this is an all-in-one tablet design, the top of the body of the computer has all the air vents for exhaust. Usually on a laptop you will see this on the left or right side, on the bottom where the keyboard be, or the back of it, but with this one, all of it's on the top of the system. So back about the stylus. With this stylus, honestly, I can say I had a great time using this stylus, and it definitely was a good addition to having a laptop. When you connect the stylus to your computer, you can actually assign the button on top of the stylus, the pen, to be any quick shortcut. For example, I made mine a quick shortcut to opening the notepad, where I could jot down any quick notes I want on my laptop if need be. So that I give that a good star for this laptop and design. So I know I said we'll talk about the XG mobile port later, and now it's time for that. With this port, you're able to connect a external GPU. Asus themselves sell external GPU accessories where you're able to plug in, for example, a 4090 GPU into this slot here, and this boosts the capabilities and gaming power of your system further beyond than what it came stock when you bought it. And also at the same time, it gives you more expanded ports and connectivity. It gives you a USB Type-C slot, an Ethernet port, 2 USB Type-A's, and HDMI and DisplayPort, all added in from this one slot being plugged into your computer. And now basically it turns your game laptop into a desktop battle station, and now you get best of both worlds when using a laptop. On the go, it's portable, small factor, and you're able to do what you need to do on the go. When you come home, you sit down, connect it to your external GPU, and now you have way more power, way more connectivity, and now even 2 monitors, well 3 technically, including the laptop itself. And now you're at home with your own, basically your own desktop, and that is great, except for the fact that the external GPU is pretty pricey. Comparing to the price of this, it's almost like you're buying 2 of these for buying an external GPU. Okay, so now about portability. When they collabed with this brand, they were not lying when it came to fashion meets tech. This laptop comes with an accessory strap that you can put onto the system, the computer, and it basically makes the laptop wearable, and you can hold it in 3 different ways. You can hold it like it's a suitcase, like it's a carry-on with you, and have it by your side holding it. Then with the same strap, you can put it on your shoulder like a satchel bag or a side bag, and have it on your back or on your front while you're walking and going around. And lastly, the straps come with these 2 buttons where once you unlatch them, it drops the laptop in some sort of like tent or canopy way, where once you open the keyboard, it lays on your stomach and you're able to use it because it's hanging off with the straps around your neck, and you're able to use it on the go while walking. And that I feel is a good touch when it comes to making it really stand out as a laptop. Already because of the design of the laptop, it already stands out, but now with these straps, it's now a laptop on the go. But me personally, I still carry it on me inside of my own book bag. I feel that's the safest way, in my opinion, not to carry it. Now, when it comes to gaming, this laptop is a beast. With the RTX 4070, I am playing tons of games and getting plenty of high frame rates on all the games I'm playing. From God of War, Death Stranding, Spider-Man, and Cyberpunk, I've had phenomenal performance on all these games on this 13-inch laptop, and it's all been great. But it gets better. With DLSS 3.0 deep learning super sampling, I'm able to push my games even further what they were even running at. DLSS 3.0 is a feature of the RTX 40 series and also on the RTX 30 series, where it runs the game at a lower resolution, and with the hardware and AI, it outputs a higher resolution to you. So what you're seeing is a higher resolution, but the strain and strength being used on your GPU is less taxing because it's actually using a lower resolution, which will boost your frames higher and you get better performance. But wait, there is more. With a special feature only on the RTX 40 series, now which is called frame generation, this is a new hardware software that is leagues beyond what DLS can do. And this, the best way I can explain to you is by showing you. With frame generation, it uses AI to detect and predict the frames coming up on your games and boost your frame rates beyond what you were getting before, all with a click of a button. And with the footage you're seeing, you can see the difference, and that's the best way to explain it to you. Frame generation is one of the great features I would recommend when getting a 40 series graphics card and playing games on it. Okay, let's go with the pros and cons now. Cons being first. The first con I would say with this would be the keyboard. So I know the keyboard is detachable and not really a part of the computer, but the key feeling is, it does feel high quality to me, but at the same time, the keyboard itself feels very thin and flexible when I'm pressing on the keys, and that is not really a good feeling I like to have when using my keyboard. The next con I would say is once again the keyboard. This keyboard, because of the collaboration, is a special, unique one, and every key has a special, unique character next to it, and honestly, it really makes it hard using the keyboard. When I'm looking at the keyboard and I'm looking for the specific key I'm using, I sometimes get kind of confused because I see like this random symbol next to it, which I wouldn't expect that to be what I'm looking for. So at times it was kind of hard to be typing on this keyboard. Now for the last con, I'll have to say it's the straps when using the laptop, carrying a laptop portably. The mechanism they use for keeping in the laptop, I feel like they could have done better with it, where it's in a, you insert and push up and it's held in by like a spring that holds it in place. And honestly, with the way you're supposed to hold a laptop, the way you lock it in with the latches is upside down in my personal opinion, where just by the weight of gravity, it's being pulled out halfway through some of the latches, and that just doesn't really feel very secure to me. And there's been a few times while I'm carrying a laptop where one of the latches came loose, and I don't feel good dropping a $2,500 laptop like the next guy. So for me, that's a big issue for me. But for the pros, this is the fastest gaming tablet I have ever had my hands on, and at this size and form factor, this is great. Actually amazing that this has the ability to do major gaming on it, and that is honestly, it leaves me speechless for all the games I'm able to play on such like a form factor like this. Playing games on this in 2K resolution, 144 hertz on this size is hard to believe. The last pro I'll have for this laptop would be the compact size plus the stylus. When I was using this and working on the go, it was a real plus for it being this size. 13 inches is close to my iPad Pro, so having this was a few inches bump up from what I'm usually normal to, but still having this, I could say, small form factor size was a great plus for when I'm working, whether I'm doing some typing, writing an email, some Photoshop work on the go. It was a good touch for its exact size, and that I have to give it big ups to.
Like, look how bigger it is.
Look how bigger it is compared to my iPad. This thing is huge, and it won't fit in my book bag. Oh, it's that time of day again. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe down below. But thank you for watching my video. I'll see you in the next one.